is that you all on the school committee are breaking.
He was very much over his 3 minutes, but he is also my favorite elected official. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
All right, I'm so excited to see you all here today. I'm so glad that the committee thought to give us a tent this year, so thank you so much. All right, so I have the pleasure of announcing our elected officials who are here with us today, and then bringing up those who are going to give us remarks. With us this afternoon, we have our Honorable Mayor, Dominic Sarno, Senator Adam Gomez, State Representative Bud Williams, representing the Governor's Office, Maura Healey's office, Lamar Cook, Vice President at-large Tracy Whitfield, at-large Councilors Brian Santinello, and at-large Councilor Jose Delgado. We also have with us today Ward 4 Councilor Malo Brown, Ward 5 Councilor LeVar Click Bruce, Ward 7 Councilor Tim Allen. We also have some candidates here in the House. Ward 4 candidate Willie Naylor, at-large candidates Justin Hurst, and at-large candidate Juan Latorre. Fantastic. All right, we are going to next hear from our Honorable Mayor, Dominic Sarno.
What a beautiful day today, huh?
It is.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
That's important. And a big shout out to our brave and dedicated men and women in blue, led by our police superintendent, Larry Akers. Let's put our hands together. It's always important to note whenever you're the first, and police superintendent Larry Akers obviously is the first Black police superintendent, chief, commissioners, whatever you want to call him, of the Springfield Police Department in Springfield's history. To the Vietnam veterans, Black Vietnam veterans, thank you for your continued service to our country. It is because of our veterans, America is still the greatest country in the world, a beacon of democracy, strength, hope, and opportunity. And as my Uncle Armour would say in the old Tech football team, you never wanted to get hit by Coach Tommy Hodge over there, too. You like that, Tommy? Also to Reverend Cummings, always great to see you, and the brother Johnny. Also, trials and tribulations of the Black community. Yesterday marked 1963. Civil rights leader Medgar Evers was assassinated back in 1963 in Jackson, Mississippi. Today, the Triumphs marks the anniversary of Thurgood Marshall being nominated as the first Black United States Supreme Court Justice, and that's extremely important. I want to thank also State Representative Bud Williams, who really shepherded through and pushed the bill for Juneteenth to become a holiday. But I want to thank the Jubilee Committee for putting this together and all the events that they put together. We'll have the city's official, the City Hall flag raising on Juneteenth at 1:30, and in conjunction with the Springfield Symphony Orchestra, we'll have the concert at 3 p.m., which you're all welcome to come down. But this is great, doing these events and throughout the weekend, and I commend the Jubilee Committee for doing that. With that, let me just do the official proclamation, and I'll be on my way for other speakers to come up. Gotta wear those cheaters now. Thank you to all the media members that are here also, too. We appreciate that. City of Springfield, Massachusetts, Mayor Dominic J. Sarno, home of the Basketball Hall of Fame. Proclamation. On June 19, 1865, 2.5 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation became official, Major General Gordon Granger issued General Order Number 3, declaring the end of slavery. Whereas the annual celebrations that acknowledge and recount the memories of that great day in Galveston, Texas, were coined Juneteenth. And by the way, to the members of the Brethren, thank you too. For many, many years, I participated in events where nobody knew or was educated about what it's about. So they're part of that when we do it at City Hall. Not only commemorates African Americans' freedom, but also emphasizes education, self-improvement, and the myriad of achievements of the African American community. And whereas today, 162 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, the struggles for equal rights, equity, justice, economic parity continue in this country. Juneteenth represents a chance to reflect on the grievous and ongoing legacy of slavery, rededicate ourselves to rooting out systematic racism that continues to plague our society. It is also a day to celebrate the power and resilience of Black Americans who have endured generations of oppression in this ongoing journey toward equity and liberation. And whereas the City of Springfield joins today with the Black Vietnam Veterans Memorial in celebrations leading up to Juneteenth, as hundreds of cities across the country, people of all races, nationalities, religions, truthfully acknowledge a period of our history that shaped and continues to influence society. Juneteenth is a day to reflect on the bondage and freedom, and a day of both pain and purpose. Therefore, I, Dominic J. Sarno, Mayor of the City of Springfield, do hereby proclaim Friday, June 13th, 2025 is Juneteenth Jubilee Day in the City of Springfield. And I strongly encourage all our residents to acknowledge this event and to learn about this event. And I want to thank the Jubilee Committee, I hand wrote here, thank you for keeping the spirit alive in good health, and God bless. And I know we're going to be singing some songs. I know my Chief Diversity Inclusion Officer, Judy Crowell. Judy is, she's in the shade. She's in the shade, they'll be singing that. But thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. Hope to see you Thursday at Juneteenth, 1:30 for the flag raising and the concert. But meanwhile, you have all these great events going on yesterday, today, and throughout the weekend. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for those remarks. And I just want to take a second to acknowledge the late Raymond Jordan, because we've acknowledged him in the past at this event because of how critical he was to also helping us to lift up this important holiday. So I just want to take a moment to recognize his efforts. Ready? So our youngest son is here, Jackson Hurst, and he said, so am I going to get to speak? So you are. So I thank the mayor, and he now is going to announce our next speaker.
Senator Adam Goldman.
I appreciate that, Jax. Thank you so much. Jax is awesome. I just finished congratulating him for something he said wasn't me, but I was like, just take the congratulations. No. First and foremost, I want to give all the glory and honor to the big dog upstairs, God. And I just want to say thank you to the Juneteenth Jubilee Committee for continuously putting this event on. I do have some words that I have here on this phone, and how the sun in my glasses are working is just not functional. I have the privacy screen because you don't know who you're sitting next to, trying to get into your phone. Maybe. Let's see if we can work it out. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, this is what this is about. So, okay. So I want to say good morning to everyone. Good morning. This is truly an honor to stand before you today as your state senator for the Hampton District in the city of Springfield. Today we gather to commemorate Juneteenth, a day of liberation, reflection, and hope. As an Afro-Indigenous person and I used to identify myself as being Afro-Latino, but the truth is Latin is a language, and the truth is we were here before they were here. And it's important for us and the responsibility to celebrate moments like this in our community. Juneteenth marks a pivotal turning point in our history. The emancipation of enslaved African Americans in Texas in 1868. More than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued, and it symbolizes the ongoing struggle for freedom, dignity, and equality that echoes throughout history and still resonates today. This day is especially important for the Black community, but it is also serves as a bridge, a reminder that our struggles and dreams are intertwined with those of our brown and indigenous brothers and sisters. Our histories are interconnected. Our future are mutually dependent. We remember those who fought against oppression and look forward building a society that's rooted in justice, equity, and respect. Together we can forge stronger bonds across communities, economically by investing in opportunities for all, socially by fostering understanding and inclusion, and politically by advocating for the policies that uphold the rights and dignity of every person. Let this be a day, a reminder that unity is our strength. From the words of Carlos Gonzalez, that's like his phrase, unity is our strength. But honestly, the truth is, I'm going to say that again, unity is our strength. And the work towards a more perfect union is where every voice is valued. Juneteenth celebration can serve as a powerful catalyst for fostering greater understanding and unity among diverse communities within the Hampton District by honoring the pivotal moment in history that symbolizes liberation, resilience, and those ongoing pursuit of justice here and now. The truth is, I would not be considered a free person if it wasn't for that day in Galveston, Texas. Racism does not stop with the oppressor's last name or the surnames that we carry, but the truth and what's evident is that we have more in common and more the reason to stand with the Black community because of days of Juneteenth. This day is just is a remembrance, but the truth is, after Juneteenth, the struggles, and now in Massachusetts, when the rest of the nation is not celebrating 250 years, but this is the beginning of this was the time when Paul Revere screamed that the British were coming, correct? This is 250 years, and in a moment in time when our country is going through some of the most troubling times, when elected officials are being thrown to the ground and arrested for asking questions, that is the time when, again, we must fight. As a Massachusetts State Senator and a member of the Black and Latino Caucus, it is important that we stand more united than ever, regardless of ideology, regardless of reason, color, creed, religion, because now our communities are under attack. Right now, more than ever, is the reasons why we need to be hand in hand. We know where we stand. We know where we stood. Now, it's important for us together, as your senator, that I need all of you, and we need all of you, to remember to step forward and step up, even in rooms where some of us are not going to be, because it's important to make sure that we know who is playing our communities against each other, and making sure that it's loud and proud that, you know what, the Latino community stands with the Black community. Sometimes it's hard to believe those blurry lines, but as a Latino man, as an Afro-Indigenous man, it's important for me to say, brothers, sisters, I stand with you. Since before I was elected, to the halls of City Hall, and all the way to the State House. And before we had Juneteenth, I stood here with Tracy Whitfield. Before we were an elected official, we were doing 20 years of the Million Man March. We stood right here. This is where it started. And this is where a lot of our ancestors, which we have giants still here with us today, like Representative Bud Williams, rest in peace, Ray Jordan. And we have a number of folks that go unknown and we don't speak about that, have been in the trenches to make sure that they're standing up for justice. So with that, I just want to say I'm very proud to be here today. And I'm very proud to be given the opportunity to speak and stand alongside a time when, regardless of whatever we believe in, we stand here united to lift the flag that means so much for every single one of us. So with that, I just want to say that on June 18th, the Black and Latino Caucus is hosting the flag raising. Vanessa Ford and Libertas Academy is going to be front and center at our State House. And on behalf of the Black and Latino Caucus and our former chair, Bud L. Williams, we invite you, if you can, to come to the State House on June 18th at 11 a.m. so we can put the flag way up in the sky above the Gold Dome, and we can be in harmony and unity across the Commonwealth. Thank you so much. God bless.
Well, it's not my turn, but before Senator Gomez leaves from up here, I'm going to recognize sponsors a bit later, but he was the first person who gave us some money. So we got a special shirt for you. You are part of our team. He's also one of the top sponsors, and we just want you to know that we appreciate you so much. He does a lot for us from Western Mass over at the State House. I have seen him in action many, many times, but always support us, and we definitely love our senator. Thank you.
Thank you for those remarks, Senator Gomez. That now means Representative Williams, he took up like 3 minutes of your time. So, there's a trap door back here, and if you go past it, we're gonna hit the button and you're gonna fall. You will. Give me 1 second. I want to take a moment and also acknowledge another candidate that has joined us, candidate for Ward 5 City Council, Ed Nunez. And next up, our very own State Representative, Bud Williams.
I was looking for that gracious introduction from your son. First give honor to God. Reverend Cummings, indeed it's a pleasure to stand here in the iconic 11th Amendment District. And this is the heart of the city. Mason Square is the heart of the city. And whose shoulders that I have stood upon, from Rick Hurst to Ray Jordan to Ben Swan to Andy Griffin, Oscar Bright, Ida Flynn. The names go on. Those are the historical folks who have Minister Youssef, who have made many, many strides in Massachusetts. I get credit for sponsored legislation that we got through, but it was the timing in life is everything. And how that really happened, 2020 was what? George Floyd and COVID. George Floyd moment. Many initiatives have come out of that 2020. So I filed a legislation which has been filed numerous times. Senator Diane Wilson, Ray Jordan, Ben Swan, Mel King, and we got it done. It was an emotional time. But what I said in 2020 is what is materializing. I said, it's a George Floyd moment. African Americans always go through periods of time. We get tremendous progress. And then what happens? That door shuts. Starting from slavery, Reconstruction, civil rights, Jim Crow, Ku Klux Klan. 10 steps forward, 20 steps backward. So what's happening now? Someone asked me a question, reporter asked me a question. Is it possible, you know, Texas became a state, and then Massachusetts second, I think New York was the third. Then President Biden made it a national holiday. Do you know what's going to happen? Take a guess. Trump is going to eventually take the federal status. We can never take the Massachusetts status away. Very important. In all of the progress that we have made from the George Floyd moment, that's when all this DEI really leaped forward, and all the corporations from Target and Walmart, they were doing all these big initiatives. And then Trump comes in and says, hey, I'm going to turn back the hands of time. I told you in 2017, I want to make America great again. Making America great again simply means take black and brown people, have them sweeping the corridors of the hotels, not being elected, not being mayors, not being presidents, not being U.S. justices. And it is happening before our eyes. And Senator Gomez said it. We have got to pull together. We have got to pull together. And what it's going to take is the people. Republicans have the power, all power. I keep hearing this. They have the Senate, the House, and the presidency. And he has both of those branches in his pocket. Anything he wants to do. Look at yesterday. You watch the news? A U.S. senator is thrown to the ground, handcuffed. Handcuffed. This is real. Right before our eyes, we have to come together. So the positive note is that we've been down this road before. Black people have been here, done that. Look at the historical black colleges. Black people started those. NAACP, black people started all this. That's what they did with their blood, sweat, and tears. So Emancipation Day, people believe that it's Emancipation Day, it's Jubilee Day, Juneteenth, Freedom Day. Those are all the same names for Juneteenth. People say, what's Jubilee? It's celebration. It's several different names within the Juneteenth thing. So let's celebrate Juneteenth coming down this. I'm so glad you're doing this in the heart of the community. This is what it takes place. And I want to thank really Tracy and Justin always supports me no matter what, always calls me, always gets me involved, always incorporates me. I really appreciate that. So let's have some good fun. Block party tonight, right? Tomorrow, 12 to 7. Blunt Park. And then Happy Father's Day. Happy Father. That's not really, people don't get a lot of excitement about my father. And Mother's Day, my house, the whole house stopped going. Man, my God. Holy smokes. But thank you folks in the Jubilee Committee and my longtime friend from the North End, Mr. Jimmy Mitchell. I got to give a shout out to Essex Street. Thank you, Jimmy. But thank you guys for a gracious job. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Representative. All right, let's get some entertainment, right? All right. Next up to the stage, we have the beautiful Queen, Judith Crowell, from the Mayor's Office, our Diversity and Inclusion Officer, who is going to lead us in Lift Every Voice and Sing. If you happen to need the words, please raise your hand and we'll make sure we get you the lyrics. We're going to ask all of us to please stand. I'll take my paper if you have it, but I'm good. All of us to please stand in honor of our Negro national anthem. And I want you to please sing along with me. That's why we handed out the words. You ready? Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the roaring full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. I'm kind of a choir director in my church. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers died. We have come over a way with the tears have been watered. We have come treading a path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out of the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. Verse number 3. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever on the path, we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts full of the world we forget thee, shadowed beneath thy hand. May we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. Thank you. Thank you for that. This is likely one of my favorite parts of this program. Next, we're going to hear from Mr. Jimmy Mitchell, who has been a wonderful community leader here in the heart of Mason Square and throughout. And we thank him for all that he does for our communities, but in particular for what he does for our students. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy.
Thank you. You know, you have to hear the history of Springfield to understand how far we have came. I might say something today that people might not want to hear, but the old saying is too bad. I'm going to say it. Say it. Springfield have came a long ways. In the 50s and the 60s, blacks only made up 6% of the people that lived in the city of Springfield. We only had 2 black police officers back then. They were brothers. And they wasn't allowed to go into certain neighborhoods. Let me give you an example of what's going on here. In 1966, I got my first driver's license. I would not give Bud William a ride. He didn't have no gas money. But anyway, in Springfield, it was tough living here if you was black.
It was really tough. I got my license, and my dad, who only went to the 3rd grade, came up to me and said, Jimmy, you do not go past the railroad tracks. A lot of you saying, where? The railroad track was at where Magazine Park is. You couldn't go past that. It wasn't against the law, but the police would stop you if you tried to go past there where the big Victorian houses was. You were subject to get arrested, beating, or sometime face death. That was embarrassing for the city of Springfield, but this went on for a long time until we made changes. We did. This 3rd part of it, the death part of it, was really embarrassing because the police back then would kill you. Then they would celebrate with a party to reward you with a ham. Our death was only worth a ham. We're past that now. But you must know the history of Springfield and how far we have came. Yes, we got a wonderful police commissioner now. We've been blessed, people. Every year I have to give you a history of Springfield so you'll know how we have came a long ways to get where we are. It was embarrassing that I couldn't drive my car on St. James Avenue. I'm going to drive it today. Let me say it again. I'm going to drive it today. Yeah. Just the beginning of the stories that we went through in the 50s and the 60s. Mr. Williams lived across the street from me. His daddy and my daddy was best friends. They did one thing they did together was really well. They knew how to drink. They did. They was friends. Next year, I got another story for you. It deals with the school system. But it understand where we are now. We're so glad to have Mr. Akers here with us today. And I want to thank everybody for giving me a chance to tell the story of Springfield. Remember, 291 displaced us. 291 displaced us. We had our own black neighborhood until 291 displaced us, and we haven't been right since. Thank you. I got to move on. My 3 minutes is up. I'm not like Bud and Adam Gomez. They'll speak till next week. We don't have no food left. But right now, Riverview, don't talk about Riverview. Yeah, all right. Right now, we're going to bring up 2 young ladies that have been with us ever since the beginning. They are beautiful. They're my daughters within. We're calling up the Phillips sister to give us the history of Juneteenth. Come on up, girls.
Hi, everybody. Hey, y'all. Thank you. On Freedom's Eve, or the eve of January 1st, 1863, the first Wash Night services took place. On that night, enslaved and free African Americans gathered in churches and private homes all across the country, awaiting news that the Emancipation Proclamation had taken effect. At the stroke of midnight, prayers were answered as all enslaved people in Confederate states were declared legally free. Union soldiers, many of whom were black, marched onto plantations and across cities in the South, reading small copies of the Emancipation Proclamation, spreading the news of freedom in Confederate states. Only through the 13th Amendment did emancipation end slavery throughout the United States. But not everyone in Confederate territory would immediately be free. Even through the Emancipation Proclamations made effective in 1960, not implemented in places still under Confederate control. As a result, in the westernmost Confederate state of Texas, enslaved people would not be free until much later. Freedom finally came June 19, 1865, when some 2,000 Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas. The Army announced that more than 250,000 enslaved black people in the state were freed by executive decree. This day became known as Juneteenth by the newly free people in Texas. Juneteenth marks our country's second Independence Day. Although it has long celebrated in the African American community, this monumental event remains largely unknown to most Americans. The historical legacy of Juneteenth shows the value of never giving up hope in uncertain times.
I'm back. I want to tell you something about Senator Gomez. His family was so big in Riverview, they had to tear down another apartment next door so they can have enough room. They had 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms, about 15 rooms. I think some of them was his cousins. I don't know if the family had that many. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're going to bring up Sam Bradley. Come on, Sam. There we go. Sam's going to put on a show for us today. I didn't know he could sing. Back on Essex Street, my family had a fire. So we went over to Mr. Williams' house to help her put out the fire. Bud came out the house with a glass of water. You know that didn't help. I don't know what was wrong with him. A glass of water. So we put up a petition to have Bud move from Essex Street. He had to get out. All right, Sam. One second. Don't forget, we're going to have the block party right here tonight, starting at, I think it's 5 or 6, 5 on.
No, let's get it.
Okay, because we're waiting for Sam, we're going to have India come up and introduce the Juneteenth young ladies. Yes. Come on up, girl. Come on up. Aren't they beautiful? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I remember back in the day we used to have the Harambe and car places like Belize, Hauser used to give us cars back then, and we would ride up the State Street. I was fortunate enough to get one from Hauser Buick. And I was riding up the street in a convertible. I thought that was my car. But anyway,
Okay, when he said get cars, I thought they got a car, but he's saying just to drive it. Okay, sure. Hi, my name is India Anderson, and I'm part of I&G and Company. The G is my husband, Greg. A lot of times he's behind the scenes, does a lot. So I have a right hand, which is Greg Anderson, and I have a left hand, which is Lilia Jiggets. I couldn't do anything without any of them. So 3 years ago, we came up with the idea that we needed some kids to, or young ladies to represent our Juneteenth and our community. And we had our first annual Juneteenth Miss and Junior Miss. And we elected the first ones. And this is our 3rd year. These are our winners, Tyla and her sister, Time. And they can tell you a little bit. I'm going to have Lilia tell you a little bit more, and then we'll have them say something briefly.
Thank you. I'm gonna be really brief. Nice night, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for having us. Just a little quick thing for next year. We are going to be having sign up, so please look out on our social media pages. There is an IG page. I know y'all see India on social media quite often, so she will definitely give you a heads up on when we're going to be having our one for next year. All right, so we'll have our junior Juneteenth come on up, introduce yourself, Miss, and she can tell us a little bit about her experience.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Green and I was one of the candidates in the Juneteenth pageant this year. My experience, I was very nervous at first competing, but it was a fun way of me to interact with my community, and it was a fun experience overall, competing with other young black women in Springfield, and even to do this with my little sister. It was fun.
My name is Tom, and it was so fun to do it, and I made some friends.
Thank y'all very much.
So, just to let you know, they had to do a lot to get selected. There was a team of judges, so I had nothing to do with any of them getting selected. They had to do their talent. They had to talk about what they do in the community and what Juneteenth meant to them. And they won over, I think, like 6 contestants and 4 contestants, and they got the scores. So congratulations. And they will be making appearances throughout the city for the month of June and further. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, I think Sam is ready now. Ready, Sam? All right, go for it.
How's everybody doing?
Good, good.
All right. So we're going to do something, and we're going to need you guys' participation. So we're going to need y'all participation. So y'all going to help us out? Spoken word, please. Say Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Say Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Say Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
All right, I like that. Emancipation Proclamation. Liberation to celebration. Black independence to jubilation. Freedom is our foundation. Sing it.
He is my king. He is my one. Yes, he's my father. Yes, he's my son. I can talk to him because he understands everything I go through and everything I am. That's my support system. Can't live without him. The best thing since sliced bread is his kiss, his hugs, his lips, his touch. I just want the whole world to know about my black brother. I love you. I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're my black brother, strong brother. There is no one above you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true.
You see, black is excellent. Black is leadership. Black is innovation. Black is the hands that built the nation. You see, we come from kings and queens, so let that sink into your soul. We come for reality, so let the truth be told. From the days of enslavement when they tried to break our minds, tie up our spirit, and leave that past behind. But no, my brother, that's not gonna happen. Black will keep rising as you keep yapping. They copied our style, our game, our swagger. They copied our drip. It didn't even matter. See, we come from greatness, leave it in our blood. Melanin, Nubian, sunshine, the hood. They try to take away our names, but we created new ones. They try to take away our language. We communicated through the drums. They try to take away our family. Way down the Argent block. They take away my little brother's blue sock. They tried to break us, but it didn't work, or they didn't make it through. See, black is the color that made the red, white, and blue. So we've done it all with style and grace. And that's the way we take you to that place. Black is beautiful. Black is sound. Black is power. Black is bound. Black is red, but black can be blue. Yo, black, sing that song, because it's up to you.
Black brother, I love you. I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're my black brother, strong brother. There is no one above you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're my black brother. I love you. I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true.
Say Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Say Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Say Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Jubilee. Black power, everybody.
That was great. I used to sing like that when I was younger. I used to sing. We're going to move on. We're going to have Tracy come up. Come on up, Tracy. She's my second best friend. My wife is my first.
I'll take it. I will take it. So I'm going to be brief and just highlight who made all of this weekend possible for you starting yesterday. But first, I would like everybody from the Juneteenth Jubilee Committee to come up. Juneteenth Jubilee Committee, and I want the young people to come up. Come on, young people. I got to get my grandbaby up here, you know. Come on. Y'all young. Let's go. Come on. Lydia, you are part of Juneteenth Jubilee Committee. Did LeVar leave? Where's LeVar? He left? We got some new people on the team this year. Denise, Juneteenth Jubilee Committee. I don't want to have to call people out, Desi. I don't want to have to call people out. You're part of the committee. Come on up. Come on. This is only a portion of the committee, but I want you all. Yep, Rochelle. Is Nicole up? Okay. I want y'all to just realize that this is not done by Tracy Whitfield, Justin Hurst, right? This is done by a full committee of people that care, give their time freely. And we have a lot of volunteers out here still, and we have a whole weekend. I'm not going to get into that, but I did want to mention that Lydia Rivera Early sponsored a youth event yesterday, and our panel was on fire. Those youth, and I'm telling you, we did it in less than 3 weeks. We had over 40 people, and we had a real community conversation with what the youth want and how we can move this city forward. And we begged them, when they go to college, please come back. Don't go and stay. We begged them, like literally, because there were powerhouses in the room. I think Tyler Moon, this young lady was on the panel. Who else is here that was on the panel? That's it. That's it for now. But I just wanted to highlight that Roman Chapman, who was my helper. He had to leave real quick, but you'll see him passing out waters, walking around, helping. He was also on the panel, and it was amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you to them, because this is the committee. And now I will tell you our monetary sponsors for the Juneteenth Jubilee Committee, and we thank you all. Our Freedom top sponsors are Mass Mutual, Urban Impact Center, and Senator Adam Gomez. Thank you, Senator. Our Emancipation sponsors, Bay State Health, Health New England, Mass Cultural Council. Our Liberty, yes, they deserve a round. Our Liberty sponsors, African American Point of View, Coalition for an Equitable Economy, which is the organization that I am the executive director of, Community Foundation of Western Massachusetts, Home City Development. Martin Luther King Jr. Family Services and Shannon Rudder, the ED, is on our committee. Performance Food Group, Springfield, Massachusetts Police Department, and I would like Chief Akers, he's my chief, but he could be superintendent or whatever, but he's my chief. Chief Akers, can you please come up here with us? Because he's without a doubt always says whatever you need. And did y'all see those police officers we had here? They almost didn't let me park. And it was like, Chief said no. C3 Police, we love you. We love you. Look at our officers. Give them a round of applause, please. We got some of our new officers, and they are really great. They come to all the functions. They help us. They protect us. And it is a hard job. But have y'all seen how much the crime is down? What? We're killing it. No, I don't want to say kill. That is. Oh, don't say it. Wait a minute. Let me back up. We are doing it. All right. So thank you, Chief. Pioneer Valley Project, the Dunbar Center, UMass Springfield. Juneteenth supporters are Gun Violence Elimination Alliance, which me and Nicole had. Liberty Bank, Mason Square C3. Richard Johnson, co-chair. Yes. Yep. And our officers again. Tools for Success Counseling, Springfield Credit Union. And then our Friends of Juneteenth, they've moved up. They gave us more money. Academic Leadership Association moved up to Juneteenth supporters. Where they at? Okay. The D9. If you don't know that, that's Black Fraternities and Sororities. IGN Company. India Anderson, part of our committee. Oh, right here. Who did all this great Juneteenth stuff. MGM, Parent Villages, Stop and Shop, Attorney Van Johnson, and White Lion Brewery. So let's give our sponsors a round of applause. Thank you.
This is great. We coming to the end. We got some closing remarks from one of my ex-students, a great young lady. Unbelievable. She thought she could get in trouble and I wouldn't find out. I found out. Take a look at her now. Kanai, come on out, Kanai.
That's all right. Mr. Mitchell gets a pass. He called my name enough when I was in high school at Putnam. So, thank you everyone for coming out. We are just so happy to be here. Another year just continues to keep getting bigger and better. I just want to, before I close out, I just want to say a few closing remarks. I overheard someone having a conversation about the city of Springfield, and it was negative. And because I'm born and raised in the city of Springfield, okay, Bowles Elementary, Freeman, Forest Park, okay, all right, Putnam, okay, and you know, someone made a commentary, and so I just had to correct them because they talk about all the bad all the time. No one wants to ever recognize the good. But let me just remind people what God's word says. God's word says where there is good, evil is always present, right? So it doesn't matter. But what we recognize is we want to always recognize the good. And you cannot not put anything in and expect to get something out. You have to do the work. Okay? This is not just the Juneteenth Jubilee Committee. This is the city of Springfield and all the other programs that are being held and anything that's going to be, you know, done to uplift this great community. We all should be together and in unity on that. So remember that anyone that says anything negative about Springfield, if you want to see something done, put something in. So with that being said, I want to, Tracy already acknowledged our young people yesterday on Thursday, the Our Voice, Our Power, first time ever Black Youth Leading Change panel. And we have at 5 p.m. this evening, right here in this vicinity, the adult block party with our very own DJ Scope holding it down. And it's adults only, 21 and over only. Okay? No exceptions. We have our family fun day on tomorrow. Free, free, free. Adult block party, free. Family fun day, free. Okay, I want to stress free. That's why it's important for the sponsors, the donations, because we can show that the good is being put in and we're giving it back to our community. So Family Fun Day, and there's so many things going on. I'm just going to name a couple. Taste of Dine Black, our award ceremony. We have Field Day. I mean, there's so much going on. It starts 12 p.m. at Blunt Park till 7 p.m. Then we have our Father's Day brunch. Free Father's Day brunch. All right, happy Father's Day to the fathers. All right. That's 11 a.m. That's going to be held at the Dunbar. All right, so I just want to make sure, and I hope I didn't forget anything. I just want you to mention that the crew will be here tonight, fish and chips. And the crew will be here tonight, fish and chips. Okay? All right. So that is adults only, 21 over. I just got to keep reminding people because sometimes people bring their children, 21 and over only. But you have tomorrow all day to bring your children. Thank you all so much. I love each and every one of you. I love the city of Springfield, my city, your city, our city. Back into the hands of justice.
That's right.
Okay, please hold because I got instructions from the president of the Juneteenth Jubilee Committee, Vice President Tracy Whitfield. We want to make sure we do our due diligence and we recognize everyone that's here. And most importantly, that you all get out and exercise your right to vote. We have municipal elections coming up this fall in September and in November. And the last but certainly not least candidate to join us for at-large city council is Nicole Coakley. Now go lift the flag. Raise the flag, raise the flag. We lifted our voices.
You gotta raise the flag. I'm coming right now.
Thank you. God bless you. I ordered for you. I okay, that's right.
Come on, man. We gotta get into that picture. Wait, hold on. I gotta get
I'm coming.
Everybody look this way.
Come on, Mom. Come on.
All right, we're good.
Okay, this is the picture. This is actually the picture. Whatever y'all got, delete it.
All right, on three. Happy Juneteenth. 1, 2, 3. Happy Juneteenth.